Hey, this is Henry Rotten.
Hey, this is Marcus Interfonte.
Brad fucking Rush.
This is Big Sexy Venom here.
This is Killer K.
This is Killjoy.
Hi, this is Tim Lee.
Mike Damage.
This is Doc Holliday.
Yo, it's Barack Obama.
I'm Sam Jude.
This is Marty Electric. I hate wrestling, and you're listening to the GBYWN Podcast.
Yes.
You said I could say I hate wrestling.
Yeah, I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Global Backyard Wrestling Nation Podcast. As always, I am your host, Rad Hazard. And today we will continue our interview with the one, the only, the former three-time Global Backyard Wrestling Nation World Champion, Joe Randa. But first, let me talk about the end of an era known as BXW, because the last event I went to was none other than Goodbye BXW, their first, last, and only 3-day event in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And what an amazing 3-day event we had. I can name off over a dozen must-see matches from this weekend. I could name off so many of them, and it still wouldn't give justice to this card. An amazing show. And in the end, we got to say goodbye to BXW, which I believe has been the mothership of the GBYWN since 2011. Pretty much since first PKM, really. And now they have given their swan song. The likes of Mike Damage, Chris Urban, Johnny Boy, Showtime, Chris Moolah, Hybrid. We're talking about all the BXW mainstays. Drake Genocide, B Cubed, Mike Davis, Meat Mountain. We're talking about the Flamboys, Adam Bolt Burnett, Andrew Sellers. We're talking about James Connolly and Halo Brown. The list goes on and on of people who have been regulars in BXW, including yours truly, Rad Hazard, the owner of BXW. And everyone got their moment in time and their moment to shine. I don't think I can give justice to the events that I saw this weekend, but if you see any videos on YouTube that say Goodbye BXW, you damn sure better watch, because it's an amazing event. We had new GBYWN World Tag Team Champions in Ashley Dunn and Pyro, the most unlikely duo to walk out with Tag Team Gold, bringing those titles back to Europe. In the United Kingdom. Who knows what will happen now with the tag team division, but it will be so exciting to see what happens when those titles go global. Speaking of which, another championship went back to the United Kingdom that weekend, that being the GBYWN World Pure Championship, won by Tim Lee, who avenged BXW and got justice for BXW from myself for ending it on day 2. And let me tell you, so many other great matches in between. You're talking about Mark Electric versus Johnny Boy versus Matt DeMorris. You're talking about the 3-way Allentown death match, Hybrid versus Chris Urban versus Mike Damage. I am so proud to say that I got to have a match with Chris Frank for the GBYWN World Pure title. Chris Frank and I went almost 30 minutes in what was a lot of impromptu hilarity, and I love that match. That was so much fun. Day 1, I actually wrestled a 4-way against Showtime, Meat Mountain, and Devin Ronan, who used to be Knuckles. Won that match by debuting the Biohazard Mark III. And on day 1, did the match with Chris Frank. Day 2, I finally got to wrestle Tim Lee, who had been the mystery man wearing the mask, taunting me for months now. And he got justice on me, as I said. That title now back in the United Kingdom. Not only that, but the GBYWN World Championship itself, the most prestigious singles title in our community, in the GBYWN, has changed hands. Henry Rotten, who held the title almost a full year, losing the championship to Daniel Devine, a man who has had a hell of a run this year, winning the EWA Tri-State Championship, the EWA Heavyweight Championship, and now winning this, the world title. He went to a draw with Henry Rotten at WrestleMania a couple months back. This was the rematch, a four-way, which included 3 members of the Stepdads and Henry Rotten himself. Daniel Devine coming out on top. And a lot of people saying this might be their last weekend ever. Or one of their last weekends ever, especially as a regular wrestler. Patrick Wade Wilson, Mike Damage, Hybrid, Chris Urban, James Connolly. These guys, will we see them again? I hope so. You know, Marcus Centofonte, Chris Ambrose. I really hope we get to see them again. Andrew Sellers, Adam Bolt Burnett. You know, a lot of people are worried about the 2016 season, and BXW has definitely left a huge gap in our community. You know, a huge hole in our hearts. But still, there will be more wrestling. Wrestling will go on. Other federations will continue and pop up as we move on. And things might slow down a little bit. But I don't think that's a bad thing. There were so many shows the last couple of years, it was hard to make them all. People, you know, had to pick and choose what events they went to. A lot of shows hurt from that. You know, not every show was a super show. Not every show should be. But maybe if we slow down a little bit, we have a core handful of federations in the area at least. I mean, we always have them in Australia and the United Kingdom as well. But maybe a couple of federations with a couple of big shows so everyone can go and everyone can meet, hang out, and have a good time. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. And besides, the future is coming. You've seen the kids of BWE in Connecticut. The likes of Zach Cobalt, Ryan Blaze, PJC. We've seen the rise of Jack Diesel as the United States champion of the GBYWN. This year, in my opinion, this year was the true debut on the scene of Awesome Sauce. Nate Adams and Ajax. And there's so much more for those guys to do. All these guys. The team of Brand New. The faction of Fear. There's a lot of new faces popping up all over the place. And that is great for the GBYWN. That is great for a community. The more friends, the merrier. In my opinion. But please, take the time to watch and enjoy what was a moment in time that I know I will never forget. And to everyone who was at any of those 3 days, I know that they won't forget it either. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank everyone who's helped me out, because they, you know, I'm sure you know that BXW was a huge part of me finding my place in the Northeast. I lived in Las Vegas for something like 16, 17 years, something like that. And it was coming to PKM2 that made me realize that, you know, the Northeast is an amazing place with amazing people. And that was the first inkling of me wanting to move out literally across the country. And it was thanks to that BXW show. And the more BXW shows I went to, the more I wanted to move. And I don't regret that decision one bit. I'm very glad I'm here in the Northeast. And that really started with BXW, with guys like Chris Urban, Eric Williams, Pam, who doesn't get enough credit a lot of the time. You know, Mike Damage being Mike Damage. And everyone else. So, for me, it is a goodbye as well. A goodbye to the first chapter in my life here in the Northeast. And it's not really a goodbye to friends, though. And that's what really matters. So, for now, it's a so long to the community. But it is a goodbye for BXW. So, folks, let's get off that somber note and let's get to something real fun. And you know, if there's anybody that I could pick to have a good time with, a great personality, a great man, fun dude that you always want to be around, I want to be around this guy. This is the interview with none other than the 3-time, and he'll let you know, 3-time, record-setting, GBYWN champion of the motherfrickin' world. This is Joe fucking Randa.
Let me tell you something right now. It's on the record. Fuck Renegade.
Yeah, we almost broke his neck.
I told him not to come to WrestleFest. I told Renegade.
And wrestled Renegade.
I told Renegade on the forums not to come to NY2 because I don't want him there. I said I don't want you or Dick there. You remember Dick, Mike?
I wasn't there.
You weren't at that WrestleFest 10?
No.
That's right.
I was
Oh.
dead.
I met Renegade like only once.
You wrestled him.
Oh yeah, okay, so twice. But what's that dude's name? Jonah?
Joe Block?
Yeah, comes out and then people throw the trash or whatever they do. The next thing I know, there's a bike flying through the air. Because Renegade thought it would be okay to throw a bike at this guy. So that's Renegade. That's my Renegade story. How that
I'm guessing you're going to see him in Canada in a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
He's always done right by me. He's always been a nice guy to me. We always get along.
He's not a bad guy as a person.
He's just fucking nuts.
He got needless to say, I had him up on my shoulders because I can hold Renegade on my shoulders for an electric chair. DeMorris does a drop kick from the top rope, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna push your legs and just can you moonsault off my shoulders?
No, the answer is no.
Okay, well, the answer at the time was yes, and he just fucking neck bumped and died.
Good.
And then later he got revenge on me and gave me a Taz Mission suplex, and I almost broke mine.
Renegade got all drinking banned at the house once.
Renegade and Chris Carnage and Chris Maverick went underneath a pier at Clearwater Beach at night and drank a bottle of champagne together.
Gay.
Fucking gays.
I know.
Cock munchers.
Bunch of gay men.
Did Renegade puke?
Yeah, and Jay, look, I'm gonna say something.
No, I did.
About
It was his
NY2 though.
fault.
I told Renegade not to come, and then Jay's gonna say something on the forum about it, like, oh, that's a blah blah. So I go up to Jay about it in person. He's like, oh, he goes, I was just saying something. I don't give a shit. I'm like, come on now.
Sounds like Jay.
And you wouldn't say nothing on the forum.
That was NYQ?
NY2, yeah.
You saw a lot of flame wars in the forum, huh? More than my did.
Kinda, but I don't remember them anymore. I couldn't tell you what they were.
Yeah, I
I
miss
just don't-
fighting with people on the
I really, Mike would start shit for no reason for
I miss
fun.
the forum. I like the forum
Not
more
like
than
the
I like.
Spartan
I
Blue
like the forum more than I like the epicenter.
He's lame too.
I get why the epicenter
Remember
is
Flip before?
what it is, but I like.
For a moment, yeah, I remember it.
What was it, Lee's forum?
No, I thought it was Chad's forum.
I thought that was
But Chad didn't run it.
Chad? No.
Oh,
That
well,
was Lee
okay.
Andrews.
Remember Spot Monkey?
Yeah, for the blink of an eye, it was so active. It was the WCW forum, even though Ian ran it. WCW took over with everybody on there. I don't know how they had the internet. I mean, because look, have you guys not been to Amsterdam? That is like the worst town in the world.
They skillfully MacGyver.
God, Russ, I feel bad for you wrestling there all the time back in the day. Jesus Christ, bless your heart, son. Golly, dude. Golly, like literally the Latin Kings took over that place.
There was a point where two
Doc's asleep.
You were at that show.
Yes, I was at the show. Doc, it was Ben's match against
Ben
Corey.
versus Corey, yeah.
And then all of a sudden this dude's eating a piece of cake walking up, and then all of a sudden this guy walks up and says, don't disrespect Jesus, and starts beating the shit out of this guy. Doc's asleep. I wish he was awake right now because he could tell the story too.
Don't disrespect my religion.
Yeah, and then the guy started talking shit to us, and we're all just looking at him like, what the fuck
That's
is
the
going
most
on?
viewed video on Sky's YouTube channel.
It is, but it has to be. And I told
Remember
Don,
the name
I told Don and
21
Froggy on them. I said, I am never coming back to this place ever again. Even if the Wrestling Hall of Fame's up here, this is not the real Wrestling Hall of Fame. I see it every Saturday night, the night before WrestleMania. Jesus Christ, man. God Almighty.
You want to start talking about 2011?
You're still in 2010.
That was not a good year.
Finish 2010.
Because we're almost at the end, really.
I did 2010. It stopped about halfway through.
Okay.
I don't think I did anything.
Day of Reckoning 2010.
Oh yeah, I did my show, Day of Reckoning. The most stressful weekend of my life.
Good God.
I did I didn't know what I was in for. Don gave me advice on how to run a super show, so I mean I feel like he was the right guy to ask. But still, I mean, running a show with there was probably what 40 plus people there.
If that, yeah.
About 40, I'd say. I mean, everybody got good bookings. I thought.
Yeah, you took care of everybody.
I mean, I didn't go over 10 matches a day, but I mean, it was enough. I mean, there was a couple multi-mans. I threw a couple terrible people with each other, and then some people shined in those bad matches. I don't think there was a bad match really.
What was that one? Johnny Light and.
Oh, that was entertaining though.
Yeah,
I like Johnny Light. That's my motherfucking nigga.
What about Diablo just fucking
Diablo's a
suplexing?
freak. Diablo's a freak, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So
I enjoy him.
But yeah, so like I'd wrestled Beast Snow in a shitty match because Beast Snow is terrible to work with.
You crippled an Asian.
Yep.
What?
You crippled an Asian.
Don't say the what? Who's that?
No, yes.
Beast Snow is terrible to work with. He does not want to plan.
Yo, that man will do anything you tell him.
Have you worked Beast Snow?
But he will not
No,
come
I
up
just
with a
think he
fucking
should.
idea on his own.
Yeah,
Did you wrestle him? Yeah, you wrestled him at the one show, this show, right? That was a good match.
Yeah,
You know you're
because
terrible.
But he doesn't want to plan anything.
he doesn't do anything.
Joe, you
gotta
crippled,
do it all.
crippled an Asian man
I
first day.
literally tried to murder Beast Snow in revenge for Chaz that weekend. I stiffed the shit out of Beast
I
Snow.
remember a gnarly-
Henry, you was right there in the corner where I did like a big ass drop kick to Beast Snow's neck.
I remember that package pile. You just like snapped the package pile driver. Like I didn't even.
I
expect
let go
you
of
did.
him. I dropped him down.
You
instead.
you picked him up.
But I
and
couldn't do nothing crazy because my dad was there watching, and I was like, "Damn, this is the worst match my dad could watch."
Is you wanting to hurt a man?
Yeah, I literally, and then Beast Snow was like, "I'm gonna do a buckle bomb on you." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He did not make it.
He did not make
Henry,
it.
you remember that? I don't like talking about that match because it sucked that bad.
Well, then talk about how you crippled Vu.
I love Vu to death.
He's a good one.
Vu just. He was supposed to take a backdrop and moonsault it out and land on his feet, and then I was supposed to kick him in the gut and then kick him in the face, and then he just kind of like stood there for some reason, and I just kicked him in the face and walloped him and gave him a foot mark, and he didn't want to
I
wrestle
had to hear him
again.
bitch about it all night because he stayed in the hotel room.
Poor guy. I apologize so much to him.
But you booked a great show.
I mean, I didn't put myself in crazy bookings.
Oh, dude.
I gave it to everybody else. Who'd you wrestle? You wrestled Jimmy Kicks on day one, right?
I requested you.
Yeah, you requested. That was fun.
I beat up a large black man and
Yeah,
gave him an awful waffle out of the
Everybody
corner.
had a good match that worked perfect for everybody.
But
in
then
my
I put
opinion.
over the little dude.
Did you lose to Jimmy? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
did the
lost
shooting
to
star
Jimmy.
on you. Yeah, but you fucking headbutt the shit out of him off the top rope.
He had to come.
Bam.
Dude, Henry was mean, dude, for this little kid. But yeah, and then everybody left. All the straight edge people left that night, plus Henry. Because you're not straight edge, are you? Yeah, so all the Lexington people and the Florida people went to the hotel.
This night one.
Yes, and then so that's when the fun began. So our one buddy that we're friends with, I don't know if you remember him at all, Aaron. He had the weird hyena laugh, very
What was
loud.
his name? He
Aaron.
was wrestling.
No, he didn't wrestle.
Oh, that
he wasn't.
was-
He was just a
I
friend.
think I remember him then.
He brought some girls to the barn that night.
To the
And
barn,
so
you
basically, you know how you guys all know how it is at a super show when it's 40 guys and like 3 girls. Every guy gets desperate. You know, we're all like
Last
a pack.
man standing.
Yeah, last man standing. So basically, I ruined my moment with this one chick because I tried to give her a piggyback ride. And you know how it kind of was walking out of the barn into where the ring was. It was kind of hilly a little bit.
Yeah.
I fucking fell on my face, but me being the
And this is night one, though. This is night one.
So look here, prime time, hop on my back real quick.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
So I've got this girl walking, and now there's like a hole in the ground, like a dip. So I step in it, I'm like, oh shit. So I just turned and let her bump on my back. I'm not getting hurt.
Also, lest we forget, night one, the downpour.
Yeah, the
I'm
rain
not getting
event.
hurt.
The rain event.
The rain event.
So I just put. I'm not going to talk about that one.
She's not right.
I just
No,
don't want
but you
to.
can talk about how the fact that the reason you probably fell besides that ditch is probably the fact that you probably fell in a slippery, muddy hole. Freezing. But
So she had it coming. Then all the guys like.
she had it coming.
So like Cody and a few other guys around, like, oh, you okay? And then Cody ended up winning. He had a little Camaro back in the day. Cody won the fight, but he didn't win the war because he came out looking like a hot mess. Cody had claw marks all over him the next day. Like she raped him, I think. We called her Wildcat. So yeah, and then
Lady Deathstrike.
yeah. But everyone tried to watch Cody have sex in his car though. I went to bed in my car. I slept across my front seat.
We often
Everybody's-
That's one thing I noticed about this community. We really like to see our
We like-
friends fuck.
Yeah, like I remember when we went to one of the shows. Mike, I remember we went to one of your shows. I think it was look.
Is this when you guys watch Zany fuck?
I didn't see it. Tony Deppin saw it.
They were so
He said he went to
excited.
Plowtown with Kate.
Yeah.
And she
I'll tell you what, I was with you when she was climbing out of my window in reverse.
Yeah, I remember I was just surprised and she was just wanting to sit on the roof or something. Me and Mike was like hitting each other's arms. Me and Mike's just sitting there on this bed, smacking each other's legs like that. We're like, you see this, you see this, you see this?
There's nothing but ass.
Nothing but ass in front of our face.
We offered to have you stay in the hotel room with us, and then you're like, nah,
I
man,
couldn't.
don't worry about it. And then everyone in Lexington was like, oh, well, if they invited Randa, then I guess all 8 of us could stay there.
Yeah. But then who did Trey sleep in the bed? I know, like
It was me,
no,
Trey.
Voo's the one that looked.
Voo slept in between the 2 beds on the floor.
Oh, poor Voo.
Then it was me, Chad, and Trey.
Voo's my dude though. Me and Voo, I see Voo every now and then too.
He was always nice. He was just
Voo's
quiet.
always cool.
Yeah.
He was quiet back then, but he's talkative now. But no, I remember at Mike's show, dude. Woo, we see some ass there. We just start drooling, man.
Life was not bad at that moment.
No, not at that moment, but I wouldn't. In a normal world situation, I wouldn't jump on that moment.
No. But in that situation,
In that situation, me and Mike would sit there and poke every orifice on her body.
Every orifice.
I'd fuck her
They'd find
boys.
some new ones.
Me and Mike would be called, instead of the Coca-Gin Wrecking Crew, we'd be the Hot Tag Wrecking Crew. That's what we would be.
We'd be the new, or the original Spino.
Oh,
Chinese finger trap in paradise.
Ooh.
Come on, that's not a secret anymore.
No, it's
There's
fine.
no,
Where's-
is it,
hey, where's
is
Jimbo
it
at?
really the taboo thing to talk about? That's
it's
Spino and
him and Berg out there smoking?
ran a train on
No, you
Jesla.
Did you delete that tweet in Vegas?
Did you guys know
No.
I originally thought
No, I
this was
didn't.
named after coleslaw?
I did not. Fuck, I remember that. Andy, no, I didn't. I let it ride.
Did you just hear what Russ said?
What is that?
I said Jessla originally. I thought she was named after coleslaw.
She looks good coleslaw.
Whoa.
She's like, if you rate her on a scale of 1 to 10, she's like a 2.
Damn, that's just mean. But no, Andy, I let that shit fucking fly.
Cause that boy Tim Rush, I don't know what he sees in women, but Tim Rush got shallow house.
Machines in the Paris.
Look, Tim Rush has shallow house syndrome. All right, I don't know what he sees, but he must like it.
It's the bowl cut from the future.
He likes a meaty.
Hey, I like a
Yeah, but
meat.
then he almost got raped by Sam G.
Okay,
That
so
would change any man.
where are we at in this conversation
What's
now?
happening?
I think
Or
we're
2011.
Are we
What?
going into 2011 at this point, or Dave Reckon?
2011, I didn't do shit because I was kind of sick that year. I had like a bad stomach problem, so I got sick that year. But I did win the GBYWN title again from Froggy.
That's talking about that was a surprise thing, right?
Domination, yeah, I was a surprise. That's probably, in my opinion, I hate tooting my own horn, but toot. I think that was the best surprise in backyard wrestling history.
It is. That's a fact.
What? Domination?
Domination.
Domination?
Yeah, when I showed up out of nowhere.
With the retard sign?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, the retard sign. She spelled domination wrong. It was
Oh, the one girl. Yeah, I remember the one girl did.
Domination. Ari
Hey, you gonna go do laundry?
domination.
I gotta take a poopsh.
Oh, boops.
What was your other matches at? Because I wasn't there. It was the week before your show.
Wait, what?
I
Oh,
was-
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I went to
mean, you did
I went to
Survivor
Pittsburgh
Series.
to get
You did the
recruit people to
Survivor
come
Series.
too. That's why I went. Go ahead, Rad.
No, keep going.
So, what Pittsburgh? Oh, God, that was a legendary weekend too.
Is that BYS?
Day one, me, Alex, and Eric Crow and Dallas showed up just randomly. Alex knew the address to Steve's house, so we just showed up.
Yeah.
So we just showed up and then got random bookings day one. Of course, Alex gets good bookings. He got Jimmy Nutter on day one, which that was an awesome match.
Yeah, I remember Alex told me he kept trying to like get away from him because he kept hitting him. Sorry, he's like, "Fucking just leave me alone."
I don't know. I hope the camera picked that up, but Rad just like farted.
Rad
Rad
just broke the sound barrier.
Rad shit the bed.
No, but then I wrestled my least 2 favorite people I've ever met in backyard wrestling that week on day one. I wrestled Stukes from Chicago, and I wrestled Katunic. I always say Katunic.
Well, that's a good question. Your least favorite people you met in backyard wrestling.
Katunic and Stukes. Stukes rubbed me the wrong way just because he kept the way he dropped the N-bomb all the time. Like when I went to Chicago one day. I went to Chicago one day and back, and wrestled at Matt Nick's show, and I wrestled Castro, and that was like in 2009.
Nice work,
How's
we all
working
heard
Castro?
it.
It was fun. It was scary because I was right when my first
come
match
on this
back
way,
from
come
my
on
back
this way,
injury.
come on this
So I was just nervous because I knew how aggressive he was. But
Part on me.
so yeah, but I meant Stooks kept saying all this racist stuff to Chaz, and it just fucking drove me crazy. And I wanted to hit him. I wanted to hit him so hard across the face.
Kind of like what Warren was
Like,
doing.
I'm trying
But
to
like,
figure out when these cigarettes
yeah,
are
but
going.
Warren's Warren, and I guess that you can just like, because I mean, I just base everything off Chaz's
Warren's life
reaction.
is hard.
I base everything off of Chaz's reaction too, because Chaz can kind of take offense to stuff like that sometimes too. But he knows it's a joke because people at home say it all the time too. Like,
Right.
we got white friends. I'm not gonna name drop right now, but they say the N-word too. So I mean, it don't bother me unless it bothers them too much. Then I'll take offense to it.
Right. I'm like, who's your?
But I mean, like if anybody says it, I don't care. And Katunik's just
Andrew
stupid. Who?
Oh, Andrew, right?
Oh, fuck you.
No. All right, Henry Run.
It's fine.
All right, Doc Holliday.
He's out.
Vincent Cade, you know you're gonna say
Vincent Cade sent me a message 3 days ago apologizing.
Did you accept it?
I was too high to accept his apology. So fuck him. No.
Russ, who's your least favorite person you've met?
I know his answer.
Holy shit.
Come on.
Like, because I feel like it's hard to really
Well,
drive you
Russ
crazy.
Oh no, then again,
WCW.
you've come from.
But you wrestled in WCW.
Like, I think, yeah,
so I feel like you're
Alright,
standing.
Alright, with that question, do you mean somebody who's done something to me to warrant me not liking them, or me just not liking them?
Home fed doesn't
Can we
count.
say both?
Yeah.
Can we say both?
Okay, people that have done things to me that make me warrant them not liking them, I would say directly to me, CJ Scott. Fucking piece of shit.
Who's that?
That's Evan's brother.
That's Evan's brother. That's the guy who blackballed me from like indies and shit like that.
The older guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking shithead. And still a good worker. I mean, I would imagine. I don't know. I don't watch his shit because In Your Face is fucking boring. So thanks, but no thanks. Somebody who hasn't done something directly to me, Scotty Skills, because fuck that shit. I really think that it's fucking stupid that people get caught up in the whole, oh, let's push this one guy because he has a good match or two, as opposed to, no, he just dumb spots, and then like it's just like, oh, congratulations, you did a bunch of stupid shit, now you're hurt, and you probably have AIDS. But like,
I never was a fan of Scotty Skills as a person. Though. I mean, he tries not to be bad, but I just for some reason he just rubbed me the wrong way.
And then somebody,
at NYU too, he rubbed me the wrong way for some reason that weekend. I don't know why. It just made me want to hate him.
well, because he was wrapped up in that whole let's get wasted, it's party time, which is fine and all, but like
He
at the
was
same time, fucking
he was
moderation.
He was
like,
bumming off stuff that weekend too.
He was a fucking pain in the ass in that match.
Yeah, I know. That's why I called all those audibles that I did. I'm like, if he fucks up, let's beat the shit out of him.
Russ started it.
Yeah.
It's easier to pick
hit him a
people
couple
that you
times in
don't
there.
like
We beat the
than
shit
people
out of
that
him.
you do like.
Me, you, and
I like a
Jerry.
lot of people,
Exactly.
but it's hard for me to hate somebody, but I do.
But based off of just meeting them, like first impression, Robbie Roller.
Yo,
Holy
you know
shit.
who I really don't like? being
Like
around
originally
at
he
all?
was a prick to me, but recently, like, you know, there was no hash appearing or anything. It's like, oh hey.
Only a couple people know him too. I cannot
I know the name.
stand being around Marcella.
John
John
Marcelo.
Yeah.
Is that Johnny Whistle?
Fucker makes me
Is that Johnny Whistle?
Yeah, what's up?
Wiesel.
Whistle. Johnny Whistle. That's
Yeah,
his new name.
How bad? Like he tried to wrestle. How bad of a wrestler are you
He didn't try to
when
wrestle,
John the
did he?
King Keller carries you to a match?
They had a match.
They had a match. I went to ref it. It
They
was
went
20 of the
45
most
minutes.
annoying minutes I've ever had.
45 minutes.
Beefy is my least favorite person.
I just disregard Beefy. He's just not even.
I had to wrestle him. I wrestled Beefy and TJ Cena in the same weekend.
Bless your heart.
I had a great match with TJ Cena.
TJ Cena's.
I had to wrestle
I don't hate
twice
TJ
a
Cena.
week.
He's dumb as rocks, but
TJ Cena is
who was his brother?
Great
Great
T.
T. Two totally opposite people. Like TJ Cena's a legit midget.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
He's shorter than me.
Yeah, Beefy was my
Yo,
least
get him to
favorite.
shows. I
That's
boost
fair,
my
but-
confidence.
I like Beefy as a
Mike, aren't
person
you
when
taller than me,
talking,
though?
but
We're like the same height. Are you 5'6"?
About, yeah.
Okay, then we're the same height. So,
I want to know.
Rad, who do you hate?
Yeah, Rad.
Rad, because you're that guy that ends up talking to everybody.
You won't. You probably don't know him. Dan Thomas fucking sucked.
Well,
Yeah, Indiana.
No, that's
Jersey. Don't worry, I gotcha.
Mike Anderson
I
beat the
I
shit out of
literally
him. One of
booked
those
Mike to beat the fuck out of him. So he
big
wouldn't
guy.
come back.
Maybe
Yeah, I
no.
did. I fucked his day up. I beat him
Hey,
till he
air dap, Mike, air dap.
I beat him till he
I'm running
puked.
out of room here. I was hoping
Really?
to
Yeah.
push this sucker together, but
So you don't. That's the one person
You
you
can
don't
always
like.
push it from the Andy side.
I can name a couple you don't like. Believe it or not.
If you want.
One of the three
What about an old lover named TC?
I don't even care anymore. To be honest.
What about FX?
We buried the hatchet a long time ago.
What about that other Mexican guy out in Utah?
What? Johnny Utah?
No.
Johnny Utah.
The other, when you went to that show out there.
Riz.
Yeah, what about him? You like him?
I forgot I existed until now.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Wait, what other people wrestled in Las Vegas when you were there? I feel like there was a little Fed that wrestled in a park.
Yeah, that was the Fed I wrestled at.
Who else was in that?
Oh,
Let's just talk about that. I remember seeing some of those videos. They wrestled outside of a public restroom. I remember the
So
restroom.
did 2KW.
It was outside of a public restroom.
That was out
It
of
was
park.
next to like a library thing.
You slide
It
dog.
was weird.
I should have just set up.
Should have
shop
just wrestled on the strip, yeah.
Mike would show up.
You make so much money, I wouldn't be there.
No, you'd be.
Hey, when y'all went to Vegas, did y'all grab those little hooker cards? And
I
stuff?
have so many at home right now.
Mike collected them.
My ex-girlfriend went,
They-
and she brought me back a bunch of them.
They said
This
to
is
us,
something-
I got so mad because they were
bicycle.
fake pictures. Charlie Lane, the porn star Charlie Lane, was on one of the things for $99. And I was so
Yeah.
disappointed. I was like, "That's not Charisse." And I was like, "That's Charlie Lane."
They're full of shit.
they
Yeah.
said, they asked us if we wanted to finger bomb single moms.
Finger fuck a woodchuck. Get a dick rubbed at the strip club.
Oh my
How do you remember all of that?
Man,
That's dude, that tree was Mike's
oh,
life.
you weren't in the taxi cab
No.
where the guy gave me the number and promised me a massage with a happy ending, were you?
No,
guy
that
promised.
happened in
Personal.
Atlantic City though.
A man promised him this.
It was the dude. He said he has girls, but I think it was gonna be him. Whatever, man. I nut off is a nut off sometimes, I guess.
Tyree, you gonna keep your hands off my child? Bitch, I'm gonna call my dad!
What the fuck?
I'm about to tag y'all in some videos. Who's all on Instagram?
Me.
Me.
Because Cody just tagged me in this. They tagged me in the craziest shit. So let's see.
So Randa.
What's your Instagram name,
2012.
Andrew?
Hey, and
There you go. I found you. And Shill3.
yep.
Why don't you just put Shalong along? Let's see. Mike, what's yours?
I don't know.
I found you. Damage 93.
It's damage something.
Henry, what's yours?
Smart Henry, or the fifth Henry.
Smart Henry.
That's usually what it is for everything else.
So Randa, 2012.
Who else is on Instagram? Rush, you on Instagram?
I am, but I don't remember right now. I'm fucking.
Rad, you on? You're not on Instagram. You can watch
Was.
on there.
Alright.
It was Radley Hazardian.
Yeah,
Murph,
but I haven't been on
Murph's
in 2
asleep.
years.
Murph.
Al Murpho.
I'm about to tag you on this little video. Watch it real quick.
Yeah, you do.
I don't even need to either.
You can watch it on my phone.
Alright.
Or you can watch it on my phone.
I don't want no shit.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh! Just watch.
Tyree, you gonna keep your hands off my child? Bitch, I'm gonna call my dad!
Jesus! He's doing salts.
You gonna keep your hands off my child? Bitch, I'm gonna call my dad! Tyree, you gonna keep your hands off my child? Bitch, I'm gonna call my dad!
Oh my god!
What a headlock suplex you just gave that man.
Tyree, you gonna keep your hands off my child?
I thought that was a mom saying that though. This is what Doc's childhood was like.
From 2012.
2012.
That's NYE2, right?
Yeah, oh, I did WrestleFest. I still claim it is the last WrestleFest, even though the one that happened this year, I don't care.
I don't
No,
want to talk
you're
about
right
it.
to say that.
You're absolutely right to say
I got
that.
the main event, the last WrestleFest. I thought that was cool.
Morris,
That's a W.
Tuesdays.
But day one, I was in the main event gauntlet. I got knocked out in that match. I started the match off. I wrestled some guy named Dan
Oh,
at the
man.
beginning.
Yep.
Then I wrestled Devin Bliss right after that. And then I wrestled Justin Henry, who's another I think is very terrible
The
wrestler.
wrestling virus.
And then I wrestled Drake Genocide right after that, and I did an elbow drop on him off the top, but the way he's no offense to him, he's a little wider guy. I landed more on him, and then like my head hit the ring, and I just like went loopy right after that.
Good old man.
Auburn was the ref for that match. He's like checking on me. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just sitting there like looking at him, like with this weird look. He's like, dude, Randy, you alright? And I was like, yeah. And then I took the J driller and then got pinned, but and then I was out. I don't remember anything after that.
I wish Nemo traveled more.
Then day two, I wrestled two-step into Morris, triple threat. That was fun. And then Don and I started. That's when Don and I started the my last
Check the
feud.
promo.
Yeah, to start up the career versus career, and then just built up from there. got all you motherfuckers hyped. I don't know about Mike.
Chris, you just ripped off
Hey,
CM Punk.
Did you get hyped for
Oh,
that?
I used to watch that match every day
Really?
on my bus from Votech back and forth.
Really?
Yeah, my.
Me and Don?
You just ripped off CM Punk promo.
To 30 seconds
No, I ripped off one CM Punk promo. One CM
Am I
Punk
right?
promo. What?
The 30 seconds to Mars video?
No, that is him and AJ Bad.
Oh,
use
yeah,
him,
I
so-
don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's alright, Mike.
You're right.
You were,
I know you're a fan.
NYE too.
Awkward!
You were there.
Yeah,
You
I
saw them
forgot.
at
I was
Live.
hyped for that though.
So
You
what
did
was
the
the
elbow-
storyline
The
exactly?
elbow off the
You getting
roof.
into
I
weekend
know
and
this.
all
I
that.
know
How
it has. I
did
just
it
get
come up?
confused sometimes. Cut that out of the podcast, Rad. I know my history.
So who came up with the whole you being in the awakening all that?
Don? I think it just happened like right before the show. Like kind of, like my last promo triggered it though. I was sick during my last promo. Like when Don sent me his message of him beating me up a lot. And, cause I always said something like think about it. And mentioned I always at the end, but then I said we in the last promo. And then Don in the opening promo, Don said, "What's this we you're talking about?" And that's when Froggy ran in and hit him with the chair. And then I joined the Awakening for a Hall of Fame weekend.
In Amsterdam.
So, I mean, I thought it was cool though that I got I like wrestling Steve, and I thought it was cool that I got to be his return match. I mean, and then Steve's like, "All right, kill me," pretty much. I'm like, "God dang, Steve, you just came back from my head injury."
Brainbusters were great.
He wanted to do him like that, and he told me how to do him like that, and he said he can land on his head, so I trusted him. Plus, Steve gained a little weight, like in the, I guess,
The Schneider.
not in a bad way at that moment. Yeah, Snyder. Not in a bad way at that moment, but he was a little heavier than the last time I wrestled him. And then it was fun. I liked wrestling Steve. Trey said that was his favorite match
That's great.
between me and Steve, but then he said my best match was me and Don. But me and, like when I wrestled Don the next day, Don and I only planned about 3 spots in that entire match. We planned the beginning,
Oh, elbow drop, I imagine.
elbow drop off the top, and then something else. We didn't plan the finish. We didn't know who was going to win. Like literally, Don was contemplating about winning, but right before we went out, we said decided who was going to win, which I lost, which I was planning on losing the whole time anyways. So I was trying to finish school and get stuff going on at home because this was me traveling this far was just eating a lot of money out of my bank.
You don't fucking say.
Mm-hmm. Henry, you know what's up. So it's a crazy hobby that we do. What's up, Prime Time?
Got some goldfish.
No, I'm good, homie.
He's dropping goldfish right now.
Back and smile back.
Absolutely.
So,
Work my way over there. Not for the goldfish, for my pillow and blanket.
crawl over here, man. It just seems comfortable.
Brad, what are you doing using my pillow and blanket like a coffee table?
It worked well.
Oh, it's not one. You can have your empty drink.
Yeah, then I stopped after that. I was wanting to stop after that. See if this promo wouldn't happen if I wasn't a nice guy. Because the next year I wrestled Pete. Pete somehow convinced me to wrestle. And then I got Don to come to the show on day 2 up in
Dudley
Allentown.
Boys versus.
Yeah, which I hate that match.
Shows in Allentown.
Well,
Mike, I like the shows in
Twisted
Allentown.
Outcast got hurt.
too.
Yeah, Craig did a stupid bump, which is Craig. So,
Domi-
and then Domi was Domi. I like Domi.
Yeah, he's very
That ring's just kind of small for some of the stuff we did.
Oh yeah.
But no, I wasn't feeling myself that weekend. I was out of shape, which I'm still kind of out of shape now, but I'm in better shape than I was then. And Pete's just good. But and Pete, I don't know why it still kind of drives me crazy.
The ropes were really loose.
Oh, not that. No, Pete lost to me. I did not want to lose. I did not want to beat Pete.
Beat him with an elbow
Pete
drop.
changed the finish during the match.
Really?
Yes. He was supposed to beat me. No, I beat him with a super kick. No, it was an elbow drop. I kicked him right in the face, then did an elbow drop. Because he was supposed to land like this. He was supposed to be on his knees, and I give him a super kick. Sorry, at night. And so, like, I give him a super kick, and he's supposed to still be on his knees, laying like leaning back like this, and I was gonna do an elbow drop,
Really
but
good
his
for the audio podcast.
but his foot popped out from underneath him, so he just ended up laying down. I just did a regular elbow drop, so it was supposed to look nastier, but
I think
that he changed the finish to being that. He said he's not gonna do anything. He was supposed to do something else after that.
I think Pete's the best If I had to pick somebody.
Of all time?
No, just right.
Currently?
Right now? Nah, he ain't here. Who main evented the show today?
Ryan Rage.
Exactly. But who else is the other champ?
Henry. Oh, Henry's the man. Don't get me wrong.
Henry, I'll suck your dick right now. When you got the gold, you're the best. Even if you're Stone Hardy and you got the gold, you're the best.
You're the best.
Joey Tornado was the best for 16 seconds.
Hey, Nick. Your neighborhood punter here. You call yourself a Messiah?
I remember the first time you showed me that promo at your house.
Messiah should be legend. I'm the legend killer. When you screw us, they shove you. As the LBYW World's title last year, we rightfully won that title. You know it? Oh, thanks.
Over there.
So come August 9th, I'm coming to you.
He's blowing his horn.
I'm coming to you to acclaim when it's rightfully mine. Now on to more impressive matters. See, I memorized the whole promo. You see that little punk kid they call G Fatal? You running around talking about your little weapon trampoline wrestling federation championship
This
belt.
is how the podcast starts. This is
I'm just gonna stop there.
Aw.
Cause I'm about to like burp
It blows my mind that Glenn didn't know about for 5 years.
Glenn's Glenn and Glenn doesn't pay attention to nothing. Glenn, for some reason, Glenn used to be very active on the GBYWN stuff.
Also on YouTube, I was watching an old IWC video, and there's a Glenn comment on it where he was like, "Oh, "You guys should really invest in a trampoline. They're way better." And he like shit on us. So and now Glenn and I like talked, like posted it on his forum, and I said, "What the fuck were you saying?" And he didn't even remember posting it.
No, I wrestled. Then I didn't wrestle at all. I didn't come around for like almost a year and a half,
And then you
more than a
came-
year and a
then
half.
you came to New Era.
And I came to New Era this year. I
Did you
I
and Brad?
disappeared.
Is that a whim? Like you were just you and Brad just decided to come?
I didn't. Brad was coming on his own already. I just was like, talked to him and was seeing how he was coming because I knew he was coming. But I just wanted to come and hang out and see everybody. And then of course, what happens? I get talked into wrestling. By who?
Don.
Exactly. The kingpin of backyard wrestling. He knows how to work his magic. Hey, I had fun taking that powerbomb from Luke.
Yeah. Luke takes his shirt off to reveal the piece of shirt, throws it, and it gets hooked on a nail against the wall.
Best news I've heard. Luke's gonna be going to college 25 minutes away from 203.
Wow.
Word, Jackie D.
Yeah. We're gonna get Jack Diesel at shows.
I got Killjoy about 2 hours from me now.
VTech.
Yeah, I think it's only 2 hours from me now. He always says, he's like, "So, am I going to visit you?" And I'm like, "Greg, of course you are. Nicest
You
man."
can't bring Greg to the strip clubs. Keep
No.
him out of
He's
there.
of age. Don't say
He
that.
might jump
No,
up
he'd
there
just
himself
get too
and do
wild.
some goose shit.
He'd start doing flips and like
Yeah.
doing crazy shit.
Let me show you how to do
He
that.
put on his
sweetheart.
mask and his crazy pants.
Working on the waist.
Honestly, I don't even want to wrestle anymore, really, but I got obligations.
Yeah, you came here.
Yeah, how did the whole thing come in here?
I had free plane ticket. I already told him that I'd come up back in April for the show. He told me and Brad about it, and Brad was going to come, but there was some. Brad was going through some hard times, so financially. But
You glad you came, John?
yeah, I don't regret it. I'm still looking forward to tomorrow.
Lucky dogs.
So,
Wish I could go.
but Jimbo,
Still doing it?
yeah,
Come on in.
You said no.
we need some
Oh,
charisma.
I said we are, but come on in. That's what I said. You have pictures.
I think it's about at the end.
We're near the end.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
The whole intro. I
Yeah,
was thinking
Brad.
about that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Some
honestly
people are
though,
like,
I'm gonna tell you
Brad
this.
is straight up
Hey.
make fun of.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't care about wrestling anymore. I don't feel like wrestling anymore. I didn't even want to. Honest to God, I didn't want to do it today.
Yeah,
Just leading up to, because I'm not in the zone like I used to be, as I was 3 years ago. But I don't regret it at all, because I hope. The only thing is, I hope Ben is happy with the match and how it all turned out.
Yeah.
Like I told you before, I didn't plan on that outcome beforehand.
Nope. Randa came in expecting to lose.
No one could expect Ben to fall off a barrel and forget his memory.
He did fine.
Good.
I miss seeing you wrestle. I'll say.
Who, me?
I'll be a weirdo and say it. I miss.
Wrong with that. It's just hard. It's just hard for where I live. Is
No,
all
that's what you
coming
totally
everywhere
miss.
with everything being up here. There's nothing in my area, so.
I know the feeling.
And I'm not gonna, and I don't read the GBYWN page on Facebook. I don't care to. I mean, I'll watch some of the videos I post sometimes. But like when Warren of all people tagged me in this new guy that was from Lexington commented saying some Marty McFly or whatever his name was.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. And I'm like, that's not even worth my time. I just turned off notifications, just let it be. I mean, guys, I really don't care about shit anymore. But like I said, I got obligations to do,
He's got some dates.
and I'm gonna do them.
Let's get to the very end then.
Wrap it up.
There's probably a bunch of kids that are watching, they're on the list of this, like the
You know
LSW kids and the Australian kids and stuff.
What kids? Ow.
Shut up.
Insane Dwayne.
The
Pernell
insane.
Brown.
The insane.
Is there anything you would want to throw little nuggets of wisdom, positive or negative, about wrestling? in
Yeah,
general?
Ryan Blaze, learn your place.
Stay in school. That's where the best drugs are.
Hey, stay. Yeah, well,
Boom. RJ, my list, bro.
I mean,
What did I
kids,
use?
all the kids gotta learn, man. All the kids gotta earn their place.
Stop asking for Marky on your second show.
He's gonna stop training.
They'll learn, guys. They'll learn. I'm just not. I don't think there's a bright future for backyard wrestling at all. That's just me. It's dead when we're done. Like literally, there's no. There's look. I'm gonna tell you this, Mike. I don't know if you agree with me on this, but there's no guy that's in this next generation that can be a Don. Because Don's the business aspect behind it all.
I was supposed to do all that, but I'm not.
No, good, yeah. But yeah, Mike, you
Donna told me like 3 years ago I had to take over, but I'm not doing it. You guys are on your fucking own.
Mike, you're our generation. You was that kid for a moment, but you grew up quick. Rad, you can't do this forever. You're already 46 years old. Right, you're already in your 40s. You got my dad's haircut and my uncle's beard. All right, Andy, you're about to make some baller money soon, so you can't do this forever. You're too tall anyways. It takes you a while to fall asleep. Henry, you can't do this forever either. Danny can't do this forever. Doc will do this forever. M. Night Shyamalan's already... I wish I was in his place because he stopped doing it. He had a good time this weekend hanging out. I wish I could just hang out. That's what I want to do in November, but I'm not. Because I'm a guy that still likes to do backyard wrestling because it was fun to do, and I still think it's fun to do. When you see all your friends, you don't get to see that much. So, Rush, you can't do this forever either.
Shut up.
Prime time,
What's that?
you can't do this forever either.
What are you talking about, boy? I got a good 5 years left in me. No, I'm
strap.
Dude, I'm
Listen,
fucking-
if at any time I could tell you that I thought I'd be doing this when I'm 32.
Rush, the funny thing is I didn't know, I forgot you was that old.
Yeah.
Rad's older than you in my eyes.
45.
Rad, how old are you?
26.
Yeah, but
When you turn 27?
Way worse bumps than I
April
have.
26th.
Next
I'm
year.
older than Rad?
What?
Yeah.
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 You should quit.
You should fucking quit.
How old are you, Mike? 22?
Not yet.
That's what you're turning this year, right?
Yeah, November. Yeah, and he's gonna get sweat Gucci.
I'm the second youngest person here.
Hey guys, don't take offense when I joke on you. Rad, don't take offense. You do got a dad's haircut though.
I do know.
Well, I mean, he is the father of the relationship.
Henry, you got my Florida uncle's haircut too. Nothing wrong with that. Andy, you're like my tall brother that I never had who's a genius. Russ, you're like my work best friend. Prime time, you're like that guy that works with us that just started working with us, then you became our favorite person to work with.
Yeah, just so much moxie.
I always loved that guy. That's
Jimbo, I love you, dog. What's wrong with this?
Oh my God.
He's getting laid off. The machine took your job.
Jim, wipe him on Murph's pants. He's our
Napkins,
Mr. Murph's pants.
napkins.
to a fellow Irishman.
That's a receipt. There's
Tell me a German, I'll wipe my hands right on him.
Hey, here's a sock.
There's a whole fucking sink over there in the kitchen.
Who's gonna turn it on? Both hands are dirty.
Use your wrist, motherfucker.
Hey, use Bird.
Hey, you just
Bird, did you eat my cannoli? Is he serious?
No.
Jimbo.
It's fucking cannoli.
You better go over there and super kick.
Jimbo.
Hey, listen, I disrespect foods, but I never
Guys, let's not let this go out on a cannoli.
Podcast is over.
You telling me there's cannoli in the fridge for him? You don't fuck with that goddamn cannoli.
Berg, you ate my cannoli, dog?
Yeah. You did?
Get over there and kick him.
Joe, give him a roaring elbow.
I don't do that. Henry does that.
You're gonna do it tonight, baby.
Fuck. All right, Henry, tell me if I know I do it right.
You got it, brother.
Join the
Just kidding.
expedition.
In there you go. In there you go. Alright, shit. Oh! Bird, get up! Bird!
You gotta hit the brakes a little sooner, brother. All right.
Oh, this is the sounds of backyard.
No, fuck that.
I think we should do a radio
With
drama.
that, guys, I think that's the end of the
I think we
podcast.
should do like war.
I'd like to thank everybody a part of this.
This will
Andrew
never
Wright,
happen again at the
Henry Rotten, The Rust, Prime Time,
Doc Holiday,
M. Night Shyamalan,
Crazy Pete,
Mike Damage, Berg, Crazy Pete, BRB for a moment, Eric Erickson, Drake Cannon,
Jesus Christ.
and our special guest, Joe Randa. Joe Randa, thank you very much for being on the podcast.
Golly jeez.
Joe Lappin.
Joe Lapnose, y'all.
Holy
Cannoli.
cravings.
Guys, I'm about to eat a cannoli because Jimbo recommended it.
He's never had a cannoli before.
Oh, really?
He has.
No,
And
he said he
enjoy
hasn't.
your crust.
I've seen them before. I don't think I've ever eaten one. Is
Let's keep it in the hole. Tell me what you see.
that the end? Yep, you went 2 hours, 10 minutes.
That's 2 hours.
Guys, thank you all for contributing to the podcast. Now you can watch me.
Holy shit. Like, everybody's mud flapping
Bird
right
just
now.
contributed to the podcast. In midday wave. Was that being recorded?
No.
Berg's over there with the bugle solo. He's a musical man.
From the stool.
Holy shit, it's chocolate covered. That looks like a brand new from the side.
Guys, how about Berg's got his own entrance music down?
I know. What the
How did that end?
Hey, look, who's the booker? Who's the bookers here, huh? Who's the bookers here, huh? Who's the bookers?
I'm bugging.
Who's the bookers here?
It's
How dare y'all make me, a Kentucky boy, disrespect the national anthem like that?
my day of confusion began with Berg having entrance.
Huh?
You don't understand. That's our go-to. Somebody interrupts Berg.
No,
That's
he's
every
somebody
other.
in the
We've
national
only
anthem.
done like
I think
two.
we should play it before every goddamn show.
Literally 2 times.
And have
before
someone
it actually
interrupt him
said
every
it.
time?
No.
No, he's been in
I like actually hearing it.
There's only 2 times I believe he actually sang that line.
Well,
It's not going to be funny every time. though.
Exactly.
You can't do it. Like
That's why I think it's great. It only happened twice,
Yeah.
and it's been.
He sang it twice and he's been interrupted.
And then when we
Yeah.
come
You can
up
sing it
with
next time, and
It's
then it's
great.
been long
when
enough.
we hear like a new good one, what we
It's
gotta
only the
start doing
Super
is
Show
more like
is, right?
bad ones where people fucked
Well, the
up.
Super Show.
Happy birthday,
Shows that you
I
try to
love
do that.
America, but I was in.
Dude, I was so confused when he had his own entrance music. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
What the hell did she
And then I just kept getting confused.
That almost ended up into a
So many
round
people
table
that were either
discussion. No, it was about Randa and then
freshly
okay.
flaked,
It was a round
and there was
It
no
was during the
indication of
height.
it. Like, I'm
It
like,
was
like,
during the
stop.
height of her popularity.
Why was
and
Scott-
it was
Scott's
like,
just
yeah,
in
she'll
one
do
place
it.
because he doesn't want to team with Evan anymore.
Oh, really? That's
He
why.
what?
He doesn't want to be inside team with Evan anymore, so he decided to be face.
It was funny.
Oh, he's a face? I would boot him.
Yeah, it's hard to not. I've always booed him.
I mean, there was one point in time where I cheered him when he was feuding with DC Jones. That was a cool storyline because DC Jones did something with Tanya or something like that, and he kissed her.
Well, they didn't do anything else. Tanya was celibate. Dave Albert used to make fun of.
Yep. Hard.
That's what I was asking Rob about. I was like, dude, I have a hard time sometimes eating. You have that big ass fucking beard.
Hey, Jimbo!
Hey!
It's a good cannoli!
Would I lie?
No!
Would I lie?
I'm like,
Jim, you
I
gotta.
don't lie to your sister. You don't have a sister, so it's okay.
Uh-huh. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Randa spills his guts to the backyard wrestling community for your ears only. And I hope you enjoyed that interview. We will continue on into the future of the global backyard wrestling nation. What's next for us? Who knows? But hey, there's always a little bit of excitement in that, isn't there? That's what I was saying. So until next time, folks, as always, thank you for listening to the podcast. And I am Rad Hazard, signing off for the Global Backyard Wrestling Nation Podcast.